Hello, beautiful people.
Leah and I have just reached a milestone that we never even thought about, let alone anticipated. We have reached over 100 subscribers on YouTube.
We wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for subscribing to the channel and hanging in there with us.
We know we're not the most consistent with posting videos, but that's because we have a lot of video and content that we want to share, but we want it nice and polished to give you what you deserve for hanging in there with us this long.
We have lots of footage in the works.
But we have an incredibly busy lifestyle. Fun, but busy. Leah works 6 days a week.
I do.
I'm working 7. However, we will get more content to you, so please stay tuned.
For those of you that are looking for videos about everyday life here in Hanoi, you can check out Justin's Instagram. He has a post called
Dose of the Daily.
Dose of the Daily.
IGTV.
On IGTV.
IGTV is more of a raw expose of the daily life here in Hanoi, and it doesn't have that polished edge that we want to put on all of our YouTube videos. So come over and check that out on Instagram TV. Obviously the link will be below.
Again, we want to thank everyone for our first 100 subscribers. We are so excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you for hanging out with us this long. We really do appreciate it. We never thought we'd have 100 people interested in an interracial 40-year-old American couple who decided to chuck it all and move abroad. But here you are, here we are, and let's continue with this adventure. And maybe someday we'll see you out here with us.
Hello, beautiful people.
In our last video, you got to see how much fun Leah has being an English teacher here in Vietnam. Stay tuned to find out how you can join us out here in the great wide open. So in this video, we're going to share with you our process in getting to where we are with our jobs that we have here in Vietnam. And we want to start off with telling you 3 things that you need in order to get where we've gotten. 1,
you need to be a native English speaker. Native English speaker is defined as someone who has spoken a particular language since they were a baby. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the only language that's spoken in your household, but it does mean that it is a predominant language that's spoken in your household.
Number 2.
You need to have a bachelor's degree, a 3 or 4 year BA, BS in any subject.
So you can go after that underwater basket weaving degree that I heard so much about when I started telling folks that I was going to study philosophy and religion.
It is a plus if your degree is in English or education. Number 3.
You need a TEFL certification. It is best if you get a 120-hour TEFL certification, and I wish I could direct you to one place to get the best TEFL, but there is no single governing body that regulates what it means to have a TEFL certification. So you can get it in person at a university, you can get it online. Now that you know what you need to have, then you can move forward with the process.
Your next step is to create a CV or a resume. There are a few different things that you should consider when applying for ESL in an Asian country. Number 1, you need to have your picture on your resume.
Absolutely, because looks matter here, they really do. And there's no getting away from that. But you know what? Photoshop is your friend. So you need to keep your CV short and sweet to 1 page if you can. These schools are going to go through many applicants and you need to stand out.
On your resume, you need to list any experience that you've had in working with children.
Even if you've not done that in a professional capacity, keep in mind all the times you babysat your cousin, your siblings, or any time that you volunteered to tutor the neighbor's kid in reading or arithmetic. That's arithmetic, but country style, arithmetic.
After you have built your CV, now it's time to start looking for jobs.
So where do you send your CV? You're going to work online exclusively. You can find recruiters from Googling what recruiters are available in your respective country of interest. You can search Facebook groups for job postings there, and you can find schools that have posted on various ESL websites. You can apply directly with the schools. After submitting your resume, you then will want to set up a Skype number, because Skype is the primary source that recruiters and schools use to interview you. So they are going to contact you probably via email and set up some sort of appointment for an online interview. And you know what? You don't even have to wear pants. Just look nice from the chest up. I've Skyped basically naked from the chest.
Oh, wow. Hey,
I have. What? No? Okay, stop. Before you move forward with your new employer, you need to make sure you have a budget set aside that's going to cover some of the processing fees. What you need to have money set aside for? Taking your degree and TOEFL certification and having them notarized or apostillized.
Apostille.
Whichever. Then you need to have money set aside for processing a background check. This will vary from country to country what kind of background check you need. Sometimes it's on a local state level and sometimes it needs to be an actual FBI background check. And then you're going to need to have money set aside for the visa. While many employers will take care of the visa process once you're in the country, you need to get into the country, and that is going to cost you some money. So make sure you have a couple $100 tucked aside for this processing. It is something that is often overlooked, and you don't want to find yourself in a bind before you actually get abroad. We always want to carry on the conversation, and we love telling people about how awesome it is to live this life abroad. So please stay in touch with us. Either comment in the comment section below or find us on various social media. I am starting to use my Instagram TV a lot more, showing you some of the actual doses of daily life. So be sure and check out my Instagram. The link's somewhere below, along with other links that we said we would give to you for your research. So, when was the last time you did something for the first time?
It is never too late to get up, get out, and get gone.
Why you still here?